Whew. Hey guys, it's me, the Tenkaichi of gaming, and I just got in from the store. Got myself a Sprite because, after all the recording I've done from one day, one night, I deserved it. Now, it's one thing that you set a challenge for yourself, and then there's another thing when you see someone else do a challenge that makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. Now, what I speak about is on YouTube. There have been stupid challenges, and then there have been worthy challenges. I'll give an example. Okay, let me give an example. Recently, I've been watching Ron Mithro's 3-heart minimalist run of The Legend of Zelda. Now, he's getting most of the items that he really needs throughout the game, whereas there are items that you don't really need throughout the rest of the game. He's just getting items that, will complete the game, whereas he's not getting the items that aren't really needed to complete the game. You just have them around as utilities and such. That in itself is a good challenge, because he's doing it just because he's challenging himself, which is good. You always want to challenge yourself, see how well you can do by setting yourself for a good challenge. Or let's say you want to, or even the most difficult of challenges is a perfect run. And a perfect run desires nothing but concentration, fortitude, and a lot of practice. I've seen plenty of perfect runs. They can be painful. However, I'm not going to do no perfect run. Not to prove what? I mean, I just don't see it. Why do that? I mean, I don't really see the point in doing a perfect run. Or I'll say another recent challenge that happened a few weeks back. Okay. Now one of our buddies in the RCO, Jay the Classic Gamer, great guy. He's like me, who likes to do more retro than modern. I like to do modern every so often. If I have the means to do it, I do it. But, I can't please anybody, so why the fuck would I? Why the fuck would I try if if everybody's not gonna like it? But, I don't care what everyone thinks. I only want to hear, some good comments. I mean, criticism, that's okay. Criticism is fine. I just want to hear like, hey, you suck. Well, I don't see you playing through this game now. I don't see you playing through this game now, do I? Do I see you play this game? I don't think so. Moving on. Yeah, about Jay's challenge. Now, he challenged the group. And 4 of them actually took the challenge. I declined the challenge, and the challenge was a Fire Mario run. The rule was this: you have to beat the challenge set within getting to being Super Mario and to Fire Mario, and just make your way and just make a beeline to the end of 1-1. That's it. Now Jay posted a time of, I believe, 3:50 or something like that. And the guys from RCO actually tried this challenge. Okay, now that's a challenge worth trying out. And I mean, I don't mind it. You know, that's just proving how well you can actually do. It's not proving, you know, how much of a show off you can be, but it's, you know, it's just, you know, where every challenge plus is a little fun, plus, you know, gives you something you can do. But then again, you got these stupid ass challenges on YouTube in which I deem really stupid. And when I mean I deem really stupid, I mean I deem really, really, really stupid. Like for one of the challenges I've heard was the cinnamon challenge. And to me, I find that the most idiotic thing you can possibly do. I mean, why do that to yourself? I mean, if you're doing it for the lulz, or you're doing it for subs, or if you're trying to attract trolls, I think you're just trying to attract trolls. You're trying to attract morons who want to see how stupid you can actually become just because, oh, you think it's funny. Another one I've heard of was the ghost pepper challenge. And the thing was, you eat a ghost pepper and try to tolerate its massive power, because the ghost pepper is the most hottest pepper in the known world, or as it's called, butjoloka. Case in point, how many videos, if you go on YouTube and look up butjoloka, or I'm not answering that, go away. I don't know who you are, but go away. It's a 310 number. I don't know what that is. In any case, this is the thing. The ghost pepper is the most hottest thing in the known world. There have been various people who actually bought a ghost pepper for some godforsaken reason, and why they would actually do something like that, in which they would try and fuck up their own taste buds, is beyond me. It's a lot like Jackass. I think on the idiot side of YouTube, because, you know, there are many sides of YouTube. You got the dark side of YouTube. You got the LP community / the game community, and then you got the moron side of YouTube. I swear I am not going to be looking at no American Bible channel. I don't see a point in that. Further. I don't see a point in that. There. Oh, by the way, music. But, like I said, there's the dark side, the normal side, you know, which everybody's just, you know, looking at random stuff. There's the gamer community, which I belong to, or the LP community. Then there's the moron side of YouTube. And if you notice, there's a lot more of the moron side of YouTube that goes on, because my God, it makes no goddamn sense whatsoever just to do that to yourself. Like, it's like what I said before, Jackass. Except that people are constantly fucking up their own selves just because they want a good laugh. And I know she thinks, oh, you're a hater. You don't like it. I'm like, you know, for those who don't know, and I'm surprised that most people do not know, you see, we've done something like that once, and only once. We have actually done something like that in which it took a game for us to do a challenge, as crazy as it sounds. Here was the challenge. I play Panic, or in Europe it's called Switch, and it's for the Sega CD, and it was done by Dead East. Now the whole point in Panic is basically this: you as a kid named, Slap, and your dog named Slapstick. Slap and Stick has to go on a journey to stop the master computer from messing up all of technology. I mean, technology is all messed up in this world. We're talking Monty Python and shit, That's what we're talking about. So, here's what we did. Now, the thing was this: I was joined. I couldn't do this game by myself, so I needed a navigator. So, my navigator was Sheena, and what we did was, I was the one playing, she was the one being navigator. Now, the challenge was this, and you can try it if you want to. But what we did was, we did something very, very interesting, even though it's fucked up as it is. What we did was, we actually took a drink. And the drink was, soda. We both had soda. The thing was this: the challenge was, if we saw something really fucked up during the entirety of the run, we do have this as a means to an end. We actually played through the entire game. Here it was. What we did was, on my end, I had Dr. Pepper and some Tabasco sauce. Every time we saw something fucked up on the game, we took a shot. The thing was this: I had, I believe it was a cherry Dr. Pepper. It was either a cherry Coke or a cherry Dr. Pepper. And I took a shot of hot sauce. For those who can actually remember, yeah. What Sheena took was, I believe, is either a Coke, and I think it was a Coke or a Dr. Pepper. Sheena, if you remember, please let me know in the comments, okay? The thing is, she had vinegar, and I believe it was Coke. Or it's either Dr. Pepper or Coke with some vinegar. She took a swig if she saw anything that was really jacked up. I took a swig. I really took a swig if I saw something really fucked up. So, needless to say, we actually did this, but it wasn't a challenge stated to us. We did it because we thought it would be fun. Because, there are some things that us gamers would do just because we do it for the sake of entertainment. Now, would anybody be willing to do something as crazy as that? No. Well, the thing is, I have a mighty stamina and metabolism on my side. So even if I were to take in the most fucked up shit that I could possibly imagine, I'd survive it because of my metabolism and my stamina. Right after I take drop a deuce in the toilet. But that's beyond weird and sick. But what I'm stating here is that there are some things you can do to yourself that'll make you a better person or a better gamer or however you want to do it. And then there's things that you shouldn't do because one of two things are going to happen. You're either going to damage yourself for life or you're going to be stupidly infamous on the internet. And if you can live with that, well, good luck. You'll need it. I usually do certain games to challenge myself. I mean, the way I do games, I challenge myself. Like, if I were to pre-record a game, I do it in a certain time. Like, say, I could do, say, 4 parts of Super Robot Tyson. Original Generation Saga. Say if I did certain parts of it, like, I could do, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts in one day. And it's during the time in which, you know, normally I'd be online, like now. But, you know, like I said, there'll be certain times in which I can do it. I can just like boom, 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 boom. Just go right down the line, just play through the game. Give about 20 to 30 minutes tops per part. Or if I were in fact playing Eve's Book 2, I do the same thing. Like, I would give at least 25 to 30 parts, no longer than 40. Unless if it was a dungeon and it took me a while to get through it. That's the only exception. If it was a big dungeon and it took me a long time to deal with it. I cannot answer you right now. I don't know who you are. But I'm going to answer anyway. Hello. That's what I thought. Shut the fuck up. Wrong number, ladies and gentlemen. Wrong number. That's why I never answer my phone. But in any case, what I usually do is, like I said, I usually give myself a challenge. Now, I'm not an extremist in challenge to go say, oh, do this game within with this and this and this and this and this. I cannot do a challenge when, for some reason like that. It's like if I knew the game from front to end like that, no problem. But however, I'm not going to do that because I just don't see the point. It's like showing off. It's like you could do this game, but you have certain rules you have to abide by. I just don't see the point in it. I mean, from what I know, this is what I feel. Challenges should be set, but it should be respected. Like, okay, if it were say, I'll take for example a certain challenge that Jay and I set up. We haven't made a date for it, but it concerns Galaga. Now the thing was this: depending on how long it was just going to be an endurance, just straight up endurance, like the best of 5 attempts. That means like how many lives get lost within 5 attempts. Best high score wins. That's all. Now, we didn't put anything on the line, but, you know, it was just a friendly challenge to see how well we are. You know, how well we are as far as, you know, one game is and whatnot. I mean, that's how it is. I prefer a challenge in which I know I can enjoy. You know, in which, you know, there's no hard feelings, win or lose, that sort of thing. It's just that simple. But there are just some challenges that are stupid, and why certain people will watch these idiots mess up themselves is beyond me. Unless they happen to like torture or stupidity or a little bit of both. I mean, that's just me, you know. Oh, and by the way, if you like any of the videos that I posted, whether it's Super Robot Tyson or whatever game in the past that I've done, please subscribe, like, and or leave a comment on my channel or the video. And I always read my comments every day. And if there are something negative, I will indeed block and delete them from said video or on my channel. That's how I roll, you know. I mean, you know, you don't come to my channel and disrespect me or any of my friends, because I don't come onto your channel and disrespect you and your little friends either. So, you know, common courtesy, you know. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for me. Unless there's another subject that is somewhat tapping in my head. I have been the Tenkaichi of Gaming once again, PI7. You know me better as Ichigo Musko. Until next time, take care, God bless, keep on gaming, and of course, Tenkai Muso!